doing anything else.
No, of course. But, you know, that character is definitely fallen on harder times. But it'll not be the case here. It is going to be what we initially mentioned in, in Byleth versus Ness here. So, you know, we'll see if Battlefield is the proper stage for this to work out on, or if you know, we'll just have to see where the ball falls.
I kind of like the idea behind a Battlefield. You have more maneuverability, you have the ways to get around by less pressure, and you have the ability to control the landing a bit more on Leo. However, when you happen to commit off stage like that, trying to go for an edge guard, MkLeo will make you pay for it by going that far off. Great job by Leo to reverse that attempted edge guard by BestNess.
Yeah, that's definitely quite the 180 right there. It looked like for a second that Leo might have been up Esports Creek without the battle, but instead flips the script on BestNess and is went a little too got a little bit too much dip on his chip right there.
Yeah, sometimes it's sometimes it's a little bit much to try to go for a little bit too much. You tried to go for that side B, tried to catch him with the down air, maybe catching BestNess overcommitting again. But I mean, if you're BestNess, you just go, all right, thank you very much, I appreciate you. It's Valentine's Day, you're giving me a little bit of give me a gift early.
Yeah, that was definitely a heat check from half court for sure, but still able to maintain this lead here. Again, Byleth having a great array of tools to kind of keep a stubbier character like Ness at bay. You're going to see a lot more spacing with fair, you know, stuff like neutral air to, you know, to catch cross-ups and stuff like that. But just like that, BestNess is able to bring himself back into the thick of things, and the up air through the platform will now turn the tides in favor of BestNess.
I like that pressure there too, the short hop up air to get that shield down, make it seem like there was a potential shield that might come in. So you got MkLeo to jump and closing it out with it afterwards. That's so key, because not only does he have a lead now, but he's got to consistently condition MkLeo into, you know, defensive options that can work in his favor. Obviously easier said than done, but it's the main key if you want to be able to close the gap against the space Leo is putting out right now.
Yeah, and you see BestNess obviously using the platforms to his advantage as well, you know, dropping back with the PK fires. So even if they don't connect, he still at least has an escape option. And using every tool that Ness has to recover right there, including off the Heezy. But does not matter, the range of the fair, once again, too great for the Psychic Child.
Yeah, trying, you know, good job trying to delay around the down tilt 2 frame, trying not to get caught and knocked away. But it only matters so much if you get caught in that jump afterwards. And MkLeo still very much not even close to out of it. You know, it hasn't really taken much of any damage since the 60% from that previous stock. And, I mean, he's about to lap him potentially here, gets the frame trap, catches him with another nair and catches the landing, and luckily avoids that fair, because after that jump, if that fair happened from BestNess could have easily positioned himself for a solid edge guard.
You see Leo once again trying to maybe shield poke with the nair. Gonna get the rapid jab for damage. Ooh, very risky edge guard right there from BestNess. You see it very commonly from Ness names, but it looked like Leo had the inside track and was not gonna get hit by the PK Thunder. But
yeah, you always want to
keep it close.
Just putting that hitbox out on your way back, trying to prevent yourself from getting hit. This is super stressful right now, because we're getting that much closer to kill throw percent for BestNess, but also we're at sweet spot kill percent off of a jump read for MkLeo. So you see BestNess trying to find his way in, looking for the potential neutral get up, but MkLeo sees through it, goes for the get up attack, and backs him off.
Ooh, but there we go. I believe that was the fair once again, and that will hit its mark as MkLeo, you know, down for a spell there for a second, but able to make the adjustments and bring it back to win that game, Ajax.
Yeah, so smart. It's one of the things that when you get into those positions, something that you see out of people all the time is they get fearful of the commitment, because you got Ness and you got Grabs, and apparently I've turned into Byleth, and so have you.
Yes, I wish I had pecs like that.
I mean, hey, look, the quarantine has not been kind to me, so if that's what we're gonna be doing here,
my mind is sharp.
I appreciate production for trying to help me out, but you know, it's one of those things we're trying to trying to get in on you know, Byleth, when you're a character that naturally suffers the disjoints. It's very stressful, but it's easy to get people to hold shield and stay grounded because they're afraid of getting punished for going aerial or getting grabbed, and MkLeo didn't fall for it.
All right, and we're seeing shades of how that first stock was lost for BestNess again in the beginning of this game, except this time he comes up you know, on top in the pressure situation, doesn't try to, you know, force an edge guard that might not be there. And now as started off as a nice little lead right here.
Yeah, very big start, especially now if you can condition something. He was looking for the low recovery instead of the jump. Solid attempt, but gets the reversal once again. Can BestNess close this out here? He needs to get a nice solid lead, but watch out for that drop down up B because that could rip you right off the stage. Good job, a good DI from MkLeo, not dying there. However, that's not going to save you.
Yeah, unfortunately, maybe trying to intercept a drop down from BestNess with the arrow. BestNess just, wisely waiting for the arrow to come out. So now has himself a pretty comfortable lead right now. MkLeo hasn't even broken into the 70s yet on BestNess's first stock.
Oh, that's the jump. Yeah, that was absolutely the play. MkLeo recognized the jump was gone after getting the hit. A lot of times people will be afraid to commit to go off stage. Not Leo. However, Leo standing directly on the danger zone. You don't want to be anywhere near PK Thunder 2 when that goes off.
Yeah, no, the first two zones are just flash zone, AJ.
Meanwhile, MkLeo trying to find his way back on stage. Uses the side B as the pressure tool to back off BestNess. What do you think in your mind in the way that this has been going so far? How does BestNess continue to keep the success? How do you see continue to make it so MkLeo doesn't find that gap opening that pretty much BestNess has been stopping?
Definitely just pushing his advantage state for sure. Not, over committing too hard. Again, it's all, when Ness is off stage, he's unfortunately a sitting duck, but BestNess is doing a great job just making the most out whatever he can, get those small hits in to start a combo on Byleth. And right now he's generated a very comfortable lead, and also, ooh, wow.
I like it. Sometimes you could go for a little bit more, but now look at this. Because he saw so far, he actually forced MkLeo to have to recover very low. Because if you jump right into that fair. If you try to go a little bit too early, BestNess can just react to the jump as well and probably punish you with a lingering hitbox anyways. That was really well done by BestNess in game 2, and I think it was a big part of what you're saying. Didn't really overcommit, kept his ground, kept his position, and once he realized that MkLeo was forced to approach, it played right into his hands.
Yeah, no, he put his foot on the gas when need be. Both these characters kind of, again, sort of struggle the same way in recovery land, without their resources intact. You're kind of a sitting duck, and that's all you have to do. MkLeo, and that stock he did take, put enough pressure on BestNess to where he was a sitting duck, and BestNess, with the fear of whatever Ness has in his arsenal, caused MkLeo to drop lower than I'm sure he would have liked to. So, even things up, my rice is still cold in the middle. That game went by so fast, and we're continuing to make moves here.
And better pop it right back in the microwave. We are not done with this set just yet. We're going to keep things heated up, and it's a good thing the way that we saw BestNess make adaptations. We love seeing sets go to distance. This is a grand finals quality set we're watching right here in top 32. This is to get further into top 32, not even to make it to top 8. So this could be another one of those big moments where somebody in losers is not going to have a good time because you have to deal with the fact that you have MkLeo or BestNess making their way to you when there's already people like Sharp down there.
Yeah, no, I definitely would not want to be in losers bracket right now if I were anybody else, Ajax. But we're going to go to Battlefield, but of the smaller variety. Here to see if maybe this change of scenery, buys, MkLeo any time.
All right, here we go. Oh my God, this music's so ominous right now. Mother coming in to try and check what's going on. Ness currently busy scrapping outside. MkLeo trying to throw, some hits just to try and get some pressure on BestNess. But it seems like BestNess is kind of getting a read on where MkLeo is trying to exert pressure, trying to put the jab out or put out a spaced aerial. He's not falling for it nearly as much. Still very much in the beginning of the set, but you could see the mental awareness is definitely much better here, even in this game 3.
See, Leo just trying to find a way to get out of the corner. Unfortunately, grabbing the wrong direction. That'll set him up for potentially another edge guard here, but nice recovery right there.
Yeah, navigating around it. I mean, BestNess doing a good job on defense, but MkLeo finds that opening. This is a bit of a problem. Can he find a down air possibly? Nope, not going to get it that time. But is BestNess able to get, actually somehow avoids the ledge trap, which is huge.
Interesting usage of the down air to fight through the PK Thunder. That move definitely has, anytime you can incorporate a spike into a combo, I'm always a fan of it. So I'm here for it. But nice read on the tech roll in. The up smash, very, very strong from Byleth, and that'll be MkLeo on the board first.
Yeah, honestly, I could count in just off the head now, 4 to 5 things I don't want to get hit by Byleth. It's so like just so strong. It's just so stressful to see something like that down air come. Potential, like you never know, a down B on a read could happen at some point. It's not something you want to do often, but it's one of those like hat trick things you pull out later on. There you go. That's exactly what happened in the last set, but BestNess got the better of it that time, recognizing the jump instead of letting MkLeo go low. MkLeo was forced to jump in that situation.
Yeah, and once again, Leo back in disadvantaged situation, but good tech roll behind BestNess to get himself back in the center stage, reset neutral.
Yeah, I see both of them trying to dip around it. Finds the opening. Obviously, like, this is a very good opportunity here, and recognizes the jump again, but doesn't, or excuse me, the air dodge down, but tries to go for a nair, doesn't end up connecting. One of these times that down air is going to be there if he could catch a jump out of MkLeo, and that would be a very quick stock.
Having to be very, very careful right here. That down tilt from Byleth could also be very dangerous for BestNess, but able to get back into the driver's seat here. MkLeo has to be very, very careful, especially around the edges right now, Ajax. He is nearing that kill throw percentage. Doesn't even though the back air comes through.
No yeets landing the back air directly in the spot where he needed it in BestNess. He's got to be feeling good at this point. Like, obviously, you're up a stock, you're up a stock on MkLeo. You've been not only keeping the lead, but you've been dancing around a lot of his offensive choices. The fact that you've been able to avoid the pressure from Leo is insane.
No, for sure, man. And you see Leo just trying to get himself back in the thick of things here. Byleth does have a lot of force behind these moves, but BestNess doing a great job, putting the brakes on things, trying to generate some offense out of the PK fire, which I think was a big thing missing from that first game as well, as you see him be able to convert more on, oh no, gravity.
Oh my god. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta throw it out there. You recognize that somebody's been super oppressive on you when you've been trying to land over and over and over again. You just put that down there out there to catch and then reverse the situation.
Ooh, okay, good fair again, and able to catch the PK magnet with the PSI magnet with the nair right there. You see Leo slowly starting to close that gap, and now is taking a slight percent lead here.
Yeah, now lapping in percent, actually starting to really get a beat on the way that he needs to approach this. He's consistently just, instead of swinging in anticipation, he's waiting for the defensive response out of BestNess first. That time going for up smash, looking for a roll. Good job by BestNess not getting caught by it. But still, no capitalization off that PK fire. Is that going to be it? Oh my god.
Yikes. I told you, man, that move is sneaky strong. When you get hit by it, it is... it's got some force behind it. As Leo, again, playing the long game, found himself down for a considerable amount of that match, and able to stay calm, cool, and collected, and able to get the win there, putting himself in the driver's seat, potentially.
I'm gonna start ignoring these Byleths where they try to say like, oh no, my character's not that strong. I didn't expect that to kill. Byleth has so many strong kill options, and Leo is just so good at making like pretty much any character look a whole other tier above where they're supposed to be. But that's just the nature of how good he is as a player. He's been #1 offline for so long for a reason.
Hey man, you know the old expression, let Byleths be Byleths, so.
Well, I mean, BestNess would like that to be the case right now, but right now we're in forma de Leo. We have game number 4, and we already know what that means. Problems abound. MkLeo recognizing an opening, getting underneath. Oh my god, and because of that, forces BestNess far enough away to get the recovery, and finally finds that down air on the recovery.
And in a previous game, Leo was in that scenario and immediately went back for the up B, but instead, he decided to go for the up air there to force, again, another low recovery attempt from BestNess. But BestNess wasting no time once again, Ajax, with the edge guard right there in MkLeo, and we are back at even stocks. These two do not want to give us a chance to talk about anything.
Absolutely not. We love when things are just a big scrap, everybody going at it, trying to find a way to keep that pressure up, because for BestNess, he cannot let that get away. He was just so good at conditioning and controlling everything that Leo was doing, except now BestNess is just getting read like an absolute book. The encyclopedia is open, and Leo has read it all. There's nothing he's been able to do the past few times to land safely.
Yeah, Encyclopedia Nestanica has been downloaded right now, but that was a great exchange right there. And again, Byleth's up smash being very, very strong. But again, BestNess has been doing a great job at closing these gaps, except has to be careful here. You can never be like Leo's just so good at being able to pull the wool over your eyes in these you know, reverse edge guard situations. But you know, let's see what the answer is going to be from BestNess. Leo is in backdoor territory, by the way.
Looking like some straight up Street Fighter wake up DP, getting off the ledge and just throwing out the jabs, and that is just continuing to put pressure. And you see every time Leo found a gap, he closed it. He saw that BestNess was trying to find that grab, like you said, couldn't get it. Absolutely sealed the deal. 3-1, and that is going to be the winner's side of BestNess's run. However, not out of it yet. Going to losers to join a couple of other strong contenders that nobody wants to fight right now. But MkLeo wants a piece of that $5,000.
No, yeah, that's it's a lot of bread, man.
Yeah, we ain't been seeing them too much lately. You gotta really appreciate Spacestation coming through with that, and of course, like I said before, Chomps, like just the fact that it's that I'm in the Matrix is a completely different story. But it's one of those things where like it's kind of hard to get these level of events while we're in quarantine and everything. It takes a bit because it's a big commitment. It's not, and a lot of people have a bit of stress with playing online. That's the way I'll put it. That's the way I'm gonna keep it because I don't feel like complaining that much. But it's nice, and I'm glad to see because we've seen some people show up we haven't seen forever. Like I saw Mutes here. You already know who's in the bracket too. Cola only shows up when the bag must be secured.
Oh, 100%.